Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bowling Every Day in February. This is the Wednesday night league that I bowl in at Holiday Lanes. We got a little bit silly goofy on this one, so I left in a couple little jump scares of some of the guys coming into the camera and making faces and stuff. So don't be surprised by that, but you can see I'm having a couple pretty good shots coming into this. The other thing I will say is there's a lot of people walking in and out of the shots on some of these ones here, so ignore that. A lot of legs and not as much pins as I would have liked to have seen from the angle that I was at. But I was definitely, especially in this first game, finding a good line, getting some strikes, getting a little bit of luck, and shaking up the pins well. You can see that 7-pin really wanted to go down for me, and for whatever reason was not convinced. Tried to go out and get it and just left it a little bit short. So yeah, we're just doing all the things that we usually try and do, going out there, hitting our mark, trying to throw hard and put it into the pocket. So I'm getting some good slides off. I'm picking up some pretty good one-pin spares here. I actually was having a lot of luck on the right-hand side, it seemed like, tonight too, which was really nice. So like I said, some of these shots might be missing because of people standing in front of the camera and such, so that one spare previously did not show up on camera. But you can see right-hand side, let it curve a little bit, went out and got it. Felt pretty nice. And then even when I was going way outside with the road tonight, it was coming back pretty good. That was a rough 10-pin miss. It looked like it was going to be good, but didn't quite stay out to the right as much as I needed it to. Like I said, everything is looking good. Even when it's going a little bit outside, I'm leaving one single pin here and there. It would have been a great no-tap night, but league in the season is regular classic bowling, and we're going to pick up all those one pins. That's Steve coming in here and giving us a little face for the camera, so you'll see one or two more of those when we get some good shots. This is a nice spare pickup here. Wish it hadn't gone where it did on the first ball, but if you're gonna leave it, you better pick it up. So I pulled that off and then came back, got a strike, and you get one from me too. So hopefully you're enjoying these. I know it's a little silly, but you know, we're a team that likes to have fun. We have a couple drinks while we're bowling, but we still want to do good and show out and be competitive. So, you know, the best of both worlds is the way that I see it, and that's the way I want it to be. So, like I said, you're seeing a lot of strikes from me tonight. I was really happy with the way the lanes were playing, and especially 15 and 16 in this house have been playing really high scoring this season. I've heard that from a couple different people in the league, and so I was happy to be out here bowling and happy to see that that was converting into my game as well. You know, if there's an advantage to be had on the lanes, you want it to be advantageous for you as well, and not just the people you're bowling against in the league. So I guess this is a good time to talk about why a lane might have an effect on whether or not you bowl well. So the way that bowling alleys kind of make the game more or less competitive is by putting oil down on the lane, and that oil will either let the ball skid out farther, roll out farther, or if there's less oil, then the ball will hook sooner in the lane. So your goal as a bowler is to find the line through the oil that's going to let your ball hook into the pocket the best for you to have the chance to strike. So generally when you're bowling in a league, they are using what's called a house shot. And the idea of a house shot is that you have lots of places that you can throw the ball on the lane, and it'll come back and hit the pocket for you. So if you miss your mark by 4 boards in or 4 boards out, it'll still come back and hit the pocket for you. Whereas a sport shot, which is what they'll use in the PBA, if you're watching professional bowling, they'll use a sport shot, which is designed to actually make it more difficult for you to be able to strike. And so it tests your ability to hit the same spot, but it also tests your ability to see the oil changing on the lane based on how the ball is hooking. So as you play, as you go throughout the night, and as you're bowling against other people as well, all of those shots are actually moving the oil on the lane, pushing it down farther in the lane, or picking up the oil onto the ball and taking oil off of the lane. But that's just an element of the sport that I think is very cool, and I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll take it.